Most entrepreneurs don't fail because of their ideas. They fail because of the clutter surrounding them. In today's episode, I'll show you how one simple system can cut through all that noise and reveal the real path forward. The meeting was supposed to be simple. A quick lunch, a conversation about a new idea. Evan didn't want to show up empty-handed. So the night before, he built a small test campaign of $50 in real results out. A lead in hand, something real to place on the table. The investor arrived full of energy, big plans, big excitement, talking fast, seeing the future before it even existed. Evan stayed calm, prepared, grounded. He brought a quick brand kit, a simple landing page, a small set of test ads, enough to prove one thing: the idea had traction. The energy in the room was good, hopeful, promising, and for a moment everything felt like it was moving in the right direction. But the meeting wasn't what he expected. The moment Evan sat down, the investor launched in. Big ideas, huge visions, talking fast, explaining everything and except the part that mattered most. There were plans for a regional fitness chain, trainers, certifications, equipment sourcing, expansion models, imagined locations, imagined revenue, layer after layer of vision, but not a single word about customers. Evan waited. Then he placed his real-world result on the table. A lead, proof, a signal from the market, but it barely registered. The investor nodded, then steamrolled straight back into the fantasy. The bigger the idea became, the smaller the clarity became. And the louder the vision grew, the more Evan could feel something was off.
I've sat across from hundreds of entrepreneurs in this exact moment, working hard, doing everything right, and still feeling stuck. And every time the real issue wasn't effort, it was clarity. Short, punchy, perfect.
Then something shifted, quietly, almost invisibly. Evan realized he was the most powerful person in the room. Yes, the investor had money. Yes, he had big plans. Yes, he had 1,000 ideas stacked on top of each other. But none of it worked without customers, not one piece. And sitting at that table, there was only one person who knew how to create demand. Only one person who had already proven the idea could work. Only one person who could make the machine run. It wasn't the investor, it wasn't the vision, it wasn't the money, it was Evan. Money feels powerful. Ideas feel powerful. But in business, the only power that matters is the ability to generate demand. And in that room, Evan was the only one who could.
And what's crazy is that you don't even notice you're in the fog while you're in it. You just keep grinding, thinking the next task or the next meeting will magically unlock momentum.
Big opportunities can be the biggest distractions. Most entrepreneurs don't get derailed by failure. They get derailed by promise, by vision, by the excitement of what something could become. Big visions, big partnerships, big futures, big promises. But clarity asks different questions. Is the model simple? Is the direction clear? Is the next step measurable? Does this fit the season you're in? And does this opportunity match the bandwidth you actually have? Sitting in that meeting, Evan realized something important. This opportunity could swallow him whole. The excitement was real, but so was the cost. And the cost was hiding under all that enthusiasm. This is where the fog begins to lift, where the lesson becomes clear. There was a better way, one that actually worked. Instead of chasing a massive franchise vision, the answer was simple, smaller, clearer, real. One model, one operator, one lead engine, one proof of concept. The investor didn't need an empire. He didn't need 20 locations. He didn't need a full regional rollout. He needed one thing to work once, find a single owner operator, build the customer lead engine, prove the revenue flow, document the model, and only then, only after clarity and validation, expand. This is the part most people miss. Growth doesn't come from scale first, it comes from clarity first. One working system before 10 imagined ones. That's the path that actually works.
But the moment clarity shows up, everything changes. Decisions get easier. You stop second-guessing yourself, and suddenly, the next step isn't complicated anymore. It's obvious.
Clarity is knowing what to do and what to walk away from. The episode closes with a calm, grounded ending. You reflect. Evan didn't need to say yes to everything. He needed to say yes to the right scale, the right model, the right season. And most importantly, he needed to say yes to clarity, not chaos. You don't build clarity someday. You build it today, and in the choices you make, the opportunities you accept, and the ones you politely set aside. That's what we do here inside the Clarity Shop. We find the real next step, not the biggest step, the right one. If today's message resonated with you, take a moment and ask yourself one question. What's the one step, just one, that would bring more clarity into your world right now? Write it down, say it out loud, move toward it today. Here inside the Clarity Shop, we don't chase noise, we don't chase chaos, and we don't chase 10 steps at once. We find the next right step and we take it with confidence. Thanks for spending this time with me. I'll see you in the next episode. Always faithful.